Good evening, it's Dr. David Johnson here from Doctor's Choice Cafe. A little bit of a different post regarding nutrition science. I'm just going to talk you through a recent publication, or in fact, this study hasn't been published yet. It's due for publication. I'm not sure which journal, but I was fortunate enough that one of our resources was able to get it to us before it hit the peer-reviewed literature. But I just wanted to talk about it because I think it's a valuable study that adds to the body of science regarding health nutrition. And as you know, the Doctor's Choice Cafe has some guiding principles that dictate the menu formulations that we put together for the community. And one of those most important guiding principles is insulin sensitivity, or optimizing your insulin sensitivity for metabolic health. Now, research is exposing how significant insulin resistance is on a global scale and how this affects your health. But I'm not sure that many people out there really understand what insulin resistance means, and I'm sure lots of people have had health screens, and I can probably hazard a guess that not many people know what their fasting insulin is. And I think a lot of general practitioners are not actually ordering the test, which is fasting insulin, to better understand the extent of insulin resistance. And in a nutshell, we do know that blood glucose, or excessively high blood glucose, is unhealthy, and we test for excessively high blood sugar. But what we don't understand clearly, or as clearly, is that a patient can be metabolically very unhealthy and have a normal blood glucose, and therefore does not realize that they are metabolically unhealthy or potentially pre-diabetic if their fasting insulin is not tested. And what that means is that your pancreas is working really hard. It's secreting a lot of insulin, and the insulin is doing its job to lower blood glucose, and therefore you may have a blood test that says your blood sugar is normal and you think everything's hunky-dory, but in fact your insulin is working overtime, and it's really like a disgruntled worker who has to do more than its job description. And we know what disgruntled workers do to the workplace. So we don't want our insulin to be doing more than it should be doing, and our insulin secretion should really be basal, and we should also still maintain a normal blood glucose with basal low insulin in our bloodstream. So that's the relationship between insulin and blood sugar in that context. So what has this study revealed, and why am I making a post about it? The study investigates fasting insulin levels over a 10-year period and correlates that with unhealthy weight gain. So that means weight gain around the middle, or what we can call central adiposity, or visceral fat. It assessed 3,840 patients and determined whether they had a normal insulin or an elevated insulin via some specific definitions. And what they found was that individuals with a higher fasting insulin level had higher weight gain over that 10-year period. And that weight gain is reflective of poor metabolic health. Specifically, a 1 microunit increase in the fasting insulin level would result in about 0.52 pounds of extra weight gain. And remember, this is visceral fat, which is accumulating around the belly and the organs of the abdomen, and this is very unhealthy and promotes chronic inflammation. So, the Doctor's Choice Cafe diet formulations are specifically designed with insulin in mind. We want to keep our insulin levels basal, and we do this with what we've termed the LIFE diet, LIFE, and that stands for low insulinemic food for everyone. The wonderful thing about the LIFE diet and the Doctor's Choice Cafe menu selection is that not only is it supremely healthy for your metabolism and has the ability to keep insulin levels basal, it is also wonderfully delicious and satiating. So I hope that is of some value to you, that little post and that little bit of a snippet about some upcoming scientific literature, and it also makes it a little bit clearer for you as to what is so special about the Doctor's Choice Cafe. If you have any questions, please post some comments. One of our team made up of doctors, chef, butcher, and nutritionists will surely be able to help you. So please like and share the post and let as many people know about the Doctor's Choice Cafe. So look forward to seeing you there. Thanks very much and good night.